there's no better time than now to purchase the truck of your dreams. So stop the search and call Mike Birch Ford today.
Made it on the air. Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO FM in Jesup, 105.5 on your FM dial. Good morning, Butch Hubbard here with you. Monday morning, we do appreciate you tuning in to Big Dog Country Radio. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear, by Jesup Premium Storage out here on the Waycross Highway, and also brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply in downtown Jesup. Good morning, Bob. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Did you go watch the golf tournament on Saturday?
Oh, Wild Adventures this week.
That's right, you did go to Wild Adventures. So how was it with Vanilla Ice, Tone Loc, and Rob Bass?
It was good. Enjoyed it.
Did you get your freak on there, Bob? Did you get out there and have a good time with Ice Ice Baby and Funky Cole Medina?
I had a good time.
Had a good time, huh? 90s Throwback Weekend, and coming up soon, we'll be giving away tickets to Wild Adventures for their barbecue cook-off coming up, not this weekend, but the following weekend. But we have several guests on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show this morning, so let's go ahead and get started with them. We've got Angela Delaney in this morning. Good morning, Angela. Well, let me cut your mic. Mike. There we go. Say that good morning again.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well this morning. How are you doing?
Fine. Angela, you sent an email to us, and then I talked to you, and you wanted to be on you had heard that you needed to be on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. Is that right?
Yes, that is right.
All right. Now, Angela, tell us who you're with and what we'll be talking about today.
Okay, so I have here with me Stephanie Bell and Iman Johnson, and they are two mentors for the Check and Connect program, and that is what we'll be talking about this morning. Check and Connect is a mentor program for 6th and 9th graders in Wayne County, and we work with students who may have attendance, behavior, or course passing issues, and we help them so that they can be successful in school. And we meet with them once a week, and each mentor has 2 students. Okay,
Wayne County Check and Connect. First time I've ever heard of that. Tell us a little bit about it. What department are you under? Is it volunteer? Is it pay? Tell us what Wayne County Check and Connect is.
Okay, so I am a full-time program coordinator for the program.
Now, is this with the school system?
Yes, it's with the school system.
On the Board of Education.
Out of the board.
Okay,
out of the Board of Education. And we have 8 mentors who they are paid once a week, but we are actually looking for volunteer mentors to add to our load for more students to come onto the program. And they meet with students once a week for 2 hours. They have 2 students. They meet with each student about 1 hour each once a week. So they visit them during the school day, and they pull them out of maybe an elective, or they might meet with them at lunch, something like that, so they're not disrupting class too much. They talk with them about anything from family life to how school is going, how can they support them in school. They connect with teachers. They might help with homework, different things like that. Whatever the student needs, it's just on a student-to-student basis.
Do the teachers recommend to y'all which students they want y'all to talk to with Wayne County Check and Connect?
Yes, this initial pool was teacher recommendations, and then we talk with the admin teams throughout the year to see maybe we have to fill certain spots if a child moves or if they no longer want to participate in the program, because it's optional for the students. We want them to say, I want to do this as well. I want this help and this mentorship as well, as much as we want to mentor them. So yes, we do take teacher recommendations, but we aren't able to take just every single recommendation that they give us, but we do take teacher recommendations.
How long has the Wayne County Check and Connect program been going on here under the Board of Education?
We started last December.
Last December, so it's just getting started. How did it get started? Who came up with the idea that we wanted to do this, and who implemented it?
So Dr. Schumann, Dr. Burgess, Jana Collins, and Tina Mosley, and they all actually work at the Board of Education now. They went to the initial training because the program is out of the University of Minnesota, and it's been going on since the 90s. And they've done a lot of research with how successful it is and things like that. So they went to the initial training, and they thought that it would be great to bring to Wayne County, and so they got the ball rolling initially on that. And then I came on later once they already had planned out how it would look and how many people we would need, how many students we would serve. And then they felt like they needed a coordinator who would specifically be dedicated to working on this program. So that's when the interview process for my position came about. And then I came along.
All right, Angela Delaney here with Wayne County Check and Connect. And were you already with the school system when they hired you?
I actually was not. I was actually working at the University of Georgia as a relationship coach. and educator. Yeah. And I had been wanting to do something in this community for a long time. I graduated here at Wayne County High School, and I came to the understanding living in Athens. I went to school in Athens as well. I went to UGA. That a lot of resources for youth and a lot of the supplemental resources that school districts are offered are really kind of pumped into the metro area, like big cities, Atlanta and around Atlanta. And us kind of in rural South Georgia, we don't get a lot of those resources. Like, I went to college and I learned that there were students who came in with like 30 college credits and different things like that, and they're already sophomores and juniors, but we're actually freshmen, and they were able to graduate earlier and different things like that. And they have like counselors that they, from recent college graduates, they place in the high schools up there to help students matriculate into college and things like that. And those are things that we just don't have here. And so I reached out to Miss Amy Denty, and she told me about this position. And I just thought it would be a great fit for me and with my vision and kind of what I wanted to do and give back here.
Okay. Angela, let's go ahead and talk to both of our mentors that are with you today.
Yes, they are both mentors.
Okay, let's go ahead and start with the lady right here. Move closer to Iman. What is your last name, Iman?
Johnson.
Iman Johnson. And are you from the Wayne County area?
Yes, I am. I'm a graduate of Wayne County High School as well.
Okay. And what were you doing before you started with this?
Well, I still work full time. I work at a nonprofit here in Jesup called Care Incorporated, and so I do this on my off days, which is on Fridays. I'm usually off on Fridays, and so I thought that would be a good day to check on my kids at the school. And I, again, like Angela was saying, I wanted to do something to give back. You see a lot of children, going to school. Some of them aren't exactly, reaching the bar, and some of them don't have the extra help at home. So I thought, I wanted to do something to help out.
Okay, and how did you find out about this program? How did you get involved with Wayne County Check?
I think someone posted something on Facebook, and so I just went from there. I had to apply at the board and everything, and they, contacted me and said, this is what we're going to do. It starts, we have orientation, and so it's been good.
What year did you graduate Wayne County?
1998.
98. So, just out, you're the youngest one here, I believe. I'm not sure. You were the youngest one here. What year did you graduate Wayne County?
2012.
I just thought you would know. Well, just kind of put on my mouth.
That's okay. I'm always.
Both of y'all are very young. I just thought that you going off the University of Georgia and working up there, then perhaps maybe you had a little more years of experience.
I guess I'm just on the fast track. I don't know.
I don't know. But tell us how many students that you work with each week.
I have 2 students that I work with each week, and my kids are actually at Arthur Williams, and so I usually try to, work with them around 10 or 12. Sometimes I like to meet with them at lunch and talk to them while they're eating or after they're eating, and talk to some of their teachers if I need to see what classes they may need extra help in, and like Angela was saying, just talk to them about, everyday stuff.
Do you work with them on their work, or do you just talk to them about lifestyle?
Yeah, we talk to them about lifestyle, anything they want to talk about, as well as, we get their grades every week to see if they've missed days, to see how they're doing in their classes. So, of course, we definitely talk about school and grades and behavior and things like that.
And these kids have to want this. It's not something they're forced into. They recognize they have a problem.
Yeah, they can opt out.
They recognize they have a problem, and they say, yeah, I want to have a mentor.
Yeah, and the parents also had to agree. The parents had to sign a permission slip for them to be able to be in the program as well. So it's a family approach too, I guess you could say, because some of us do try to reach out to the parents to see how they can help, and, so we can all be working together.
Right. When you're in a counseling position like this, not only do they learn, but you learn from them. What are you learning from these students here at Wayne County? Right.
A whole lot.
What do you think are causing their problems? Why do they need the mentoring? What do they come for you to talk about? What do you learn from them that you can help them with?
From what I can see, some of the kids have multiple siblings, which means they may not get that one-on-one attention a lot, because, it's more than just one or two kids in the household. And also, some of them are dealing with, like, adult issues, taking care of younger siblings. Maybe when they get up to go to school in the morning, nobody's home. They have to get themselves ready. And when they get home in the evening, nobody's there really to help them with their homework. Not all of them, but some of them. And so I guess the biggest thing is, a lot of them are having to deal with, like, adult stuff while they're kids. And so it takes away from what they should be focusing on or should be able to focus on, which is just being a kid and going to school and having fun.
Okay. All right. We have another mentor in here with us this morning. Let's go ahead and move her mic right there in front of her. Did I get it right? Stephanie Bell, is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Stephanie, and you've been working with this program since the beginning, or when?
I have.
All right. Now, were you involved with the school system or something else?
I used to work for Wayne County Board of Education. I was a parent engagement for them, and I worked at all the schools at one time or another. It seems like going in and out doing different parent engagement things. I also volunteer over at the Wayne County Library and do a reading program, like a supplemental reading program called Primetime Family Reading. But I actually work in Pierce County. I'm the director of Family Connections there.
Okay. And so you do some mentoring over here in Wayne County. How did you find out about this position with Wayne County Check and Connect?
Well, I have a lot of friends at the Board of Education and throughout the schools, and as they started to advertise a need for it, I just sent a message to one of my friends and said, hey, this sounds pretty cool. It's really something that I think that I'd be interested in. I love being with students. I think that while I was doing parent engagement, we had this thing called lunchtime leadership, which was we had students that were kind of on the bubble that would come during lunch, and we would treat them like the leaders of our future, which they are.
Okay.
And they would kind of try to rise to that occasion. And when I left, there just wasn't the manpower to be able to do that. And so when I heard about Check and Connect, I was excited because I thought, wow, we can really mentor these kids. We can bring them up and make them, the successful young men and women that they deserve to be.
How many students do you work with?
I work with 3.
3?
Yeah.
And what grades are they in?
Well, they were all in 6th grade. Now they're all in 7th grade.
Okay, 7th grade, so middle school area. And what do you talk to the kids about from your perspective? We already heard from Lon. So what from your perspective, what are you talking to these students about?
Well, it depends on the student. It's totally student-based, but they really opened up to me. So I hear a lot about their history, their personal life, things that are going on. They know it's just between me and them, that I'm not going to say anything. Of course, if they were in harm's way, I would say anything, something. But they're kids that are trying to just learn who they are and what they want to do and what they want to be, but they've got so many challenges and struggles that are in front of them that they can't discover it without a little help from adults, and not just their teacher, because their teacher doesn't have time to be an individual mentor to all, 127 kids that they have throughout the day. And so just throwing in that extra positive adult role model into their lives can really make a difference on whether or not they succeed.
How do you think the Wayne County Check and Connect is going to benefit these students? I mean, it's been, just a few months now that it's been a program. How's it going to help them?
Well, I think that these kids are going to look back and someday when they're, even if they're not where they want to be, I think that they'll look back someday and they'll think, wow, if I just listened to Miss Delaney, or if I could have just, done what I needed to, and some of them are going to end up extremely successful, and some of them are going to fall through the cracks, because we can't, in middle school, in 6th grade, sometimes it's too late.
Yeah.
But I feel like they will have the love from us that they need, and hopefully they will make decisions that will positively impact their lives.
you talk to certain teachers, coaches that have to deal with a lot of the students out there, you'll find out some of these challenges that these students face. As Amon says, many of them are dealing with issues that they shouldn't have to deal with at their age, but they're having to. And, a lot of people think, people are experienced in what is around them. They might not know what other people may have to go through. And teachers and coaches at school and stuff like that see the entire array of different challenges these students go through. And it's good that we have a program now where y'all can actually sit down one-on-one. And I guess for many of these students, it's probably maybe the only time they've actually had an adult that just sit down with them and listen to them and not judge them and just try to help them. And it's a good thing that Wayne County Check and Connect is here to be able to help out. All right, let's go back to Angela.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, you say you need volunteers to help with Wayne County Check and Connect. And so, Angela Delaney, how can folks help?
So we need volunteer mentors, and how they can help is by being a mentor. The commitment would be 2 hours a week, which is 1 hour per student. They would be assigned 2 students to mentor, and then they would have to come to Mentor Connections once a month that we have, where I get together with all the mentors and Tina Mosley as well, and we talk about our progress, things we're having trouble with, kind of troubleshoot, ask questions, and learn new resources that we can use in mentoring the students. And then there's also a required training that they would have to go through to be a Check and Connect mentor, and that would tell them about the history of Check and Connect, the interventions that we use in Check and Connect, and how they should keep up with data and confidentiality and everything like that. And they can apply by sending their resume to Ms. Tina Mosley at the Board of Education. Her email is tinamosley@wayne.k12.ga.us.
If you can't remember that, folks, just call the Wayne County Board of Education and ask for the email for Tina Mosley.
Yep, that's what I was going to say. You can just call. You can call and talk to her, and she'll tell you how to send her your resume right on through, and we'll get you in for an interview, hopefully.
Okay, folks out there, if you want to be able to help out with these students here in Wayne County, to give back, to make a difference in a student's life, and to help the student hopefully get and stay on the right path, and to become a high school graduate, move on from there.
Yep.
That'd be great. So if you want the volunteer, just contact Tina Mosley at the Wayne County Board of Education. She'll tell you how to get the resume in, how you can be a volunteer and help these students out. Because we've heard from Stephanie, we've heard from Amon. You can just see the compassion in their face when they're talking about this and what they're doing, and they know they're making a positive impact on these students.
Definitely.
Okay, so once again, contact Tina Mosley.
Mm-hmm.
We got Angela Delaney here. She heads up Wayne County Check and Connect, a new program that started this past December, you said, right?
Yes, last December.
Last December, a new program here in Wayne County to be able to help students that are kind of falling through the crack who want help. And if their teacher's recommendation, they will connect them with y'all.
Yes.
And y'all can work with these students and help them through their school years.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and we also have students at the high school. I don't know if we talked about our high schools, but I mentor. I have 8 students at the high school right now, and they are sophomores now. And so our volunteers can also mentor high school students as well. So we'll have the option of 6th and 9th graders to connect with.
Okay. Bob, questions or comments for them at all?
Sounds like a good program.
It does sound like a very good program to be able to help some of these students, because many of them are facing, like Lamont says, challenges they shouldn't have to in middle school or even early high school. Mm-hmm. Anything else that you'd like to add? Is that it? All right.
I think that's all. Thanks for having us.
Want to come back on and talk about the Wayne County Check and Connect program and under the Wayne County Board of Education to help these students out, just give us a call, and we'll be glad to have you back on.
Great. Thanks for having us.
Thank y'all ladies for being mentors, okay? All right. We've got more guests coming up on the world-famous Butch and Bob show. They're out in the green room right now. We'll be back in just a moment here on 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country, WIFO, here on the world-famous Butch and Bob show.
Murphy's Builder Supply is where you need to go for all your home improvement projects and hardware needs. They've been serving folks in this area since 1946. Murphy's offers some products and services that you may not know about. They now sell ammunition, both bullets and shells. Murphy's also sells personalized tags for dog collars. They build customized screens for windows and doors. Murphy's can rekey locks, and of course they can make keys. They cut glass for windows, plus Murphy's has monthly doorbuster specials. Check their Facebook page to see what's on sale. Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jesup.
Andrew Cuneo here. It's summertime in South Georgia, and the only thing hotter than being outside is the hot deals at Mike Birch Ford. With up to $12,000 off new F-150s, there's no better time than now to purchase the truck of your dreams. So stop the search and call Mike Birch Ford today. Andrew Cuneo here. It's summertime in South Georgia, and the only thing hotter than being outside is the hot deals at Mike Birch Ford. With up to $12,000 off new F-150s, there's no better time than now to purchase the truck of your dreams. So stop the search and call Mike Birch Ford today.
Jesup Premium Storage, 1455 South 1st Street is Jesup's best place to store your valuables. Whether it's furniture between moves or just a place for the overload, call Jesup Premium Storage at 530-8003. That's 530-8003. Jesup Premium Storage units are indoors, climate controlled, and they have 24-hour surveillance and on-site management. You have 24-hour, 7-day-a-week access to your unit. Sizes range from 5x5 to 10x25. They also have outside covered and uncovered spaces available for vehicles, boats, trailers, and RVs. Jesup Premium Storage on the Waycross Highway in Jesup.
105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country, WIFO. World famous Butch and Bob show here for this Monday morning. And Bob, more guests. Go ahead.
Yeah, football season's here at the Touchdown Club Beach tonight. Got the Touchdown Club president, Lynn Lewis, in here, and Coach Ken Cribb. But I think Ken Cribb has something he wants to talk about more than the Touchdown Club. Is that correct?
Sorry, Coach, go right ahead.
Yeah, that's great. We trying to move forward and talking about the weight room, and we trying to get this thing started. Biggest need we have at athletics in Wayne County is proper training facility. We don't have enough space, enough room, right equipment. Say it right. Just we have a lot of athletes that are really working hard training, and that's the number one tool to get kids that give them a chance to have success. So got a lot done. We're getting close, but I need to get out there because we had a great year in athletics last year, but we still have to budget and use a lot of what we got to operate this season with. So trying to come up with, raise a little more money. We need about $25,000 to move forward at this point. I thought we were going to be able to do it, but with the fall and in season and having to have operating expenses, we need to get out and try to raise about $25,000, because what we plan on doing is taking existing equipment and really upgrading both Arthur Williams and Martha Puckett Middle School weight rooms, and then renovate the high school weight room to accommodate with new spaces, space-saving equipment, top-of-the-line equipment. We can probably take another 25 kids into the room. So excited about it. We're getting close. Just looking for a little help, and just trying to generate some thoughts and get this started.
Where's it projected to be built at, Coach?
This one's going to exist in the existing space that we have. We're renovating new lights, new flooring, new paint job, and then what we have is really big, bulky racks that we're going to use some space-saving half racks and equipment, and some modern-day stuff to help with more of explosive training, speed training in the weight room.
Now, $25,000, is that above what the board's giving you? And
yeah, the board made a lot of some money that we had earmarked for something that we weren't going to be able to move forward with, and so the total project is, I think, was publicly announced. A bid was awarded was $145,000, and so we're close to that. So another 25 or a little more would help us go ahead and pull the trigger and move forward. It's kind of having to wait, get through the fall and winter. Probably good to go, but you never know about the weather, and gates are going to be good. But if you have another storm, missed the big gate last year. We lost the Brunswick game. We projected it for $25,000 gate. That one gate alone could have put us where we're sitting here trying to figure out where we get another $25,000 from.
Yes, it's more of a timing situation.
Lynn Lewis here, president of the Wayne County Touchdown Club.
Yep. This is more of a timing thing. I know, like Coach said, we're a little short. The Touchdown Club has earmarked, $25,000 towards the project already. So really what we're looking for, is what we're going to go out, maybe some individuals, businesses, and try to match that $25,000 that the Touchdown Club has already earmarked to help him out. So that's what really kind of the situation we're in is, we got to get something for these guys. I mean, these guys are going nonstop, almost 11, 12 months a year now in the weight room, and it's paying off. I mean, you could see it, the size difference in the guys just from last year to this year is phenomenal, and just to imagine what they could do with some state-of-the-art equipment. As Coach said, you're going some of these, speed and agility type of things that we're going to add in to help them out with, the burst of speed and everything is really going to be beneficial to the team, and not just the football team. And that's the thing I want everybody to understand. The Touchdown Club is willing to do the 25,000, but it is not just for the football team. This is for every athletic program at the high school, whether it's baseball, golf, soccer, basketball, all of them. This is a weight room that every student athlete will see and touch from the middle schools on up.
Now, Coach, when we had the folks in a little while from Wayne County Check and Connect, they talked about some of the academic programs they have in the counties up there in the Atlanta area. There's just so much advanced than ours down here in South rural Georgia. I'm sure it's probably the same thing as some of the facilities up there in some of those high schools up in the Atlanta area too, right?
Yeah, it's amazing what the school districts are building for their training and indoor facilities, stuff we're talking about. I know my strength coach and I went down and visited Coffee County last spring, and just looking at their facility and their equipment, and it's just trying to keep up with the times and modernize and get the most out of your time.
When the Wayne County school, what we call the new school, opened in 2002, everything in there was state-of-the-art, but that a long time ago. It's time to modernize, change, but get with the better, more efficient equipment.
It is, and like I said, I built a weight room in every school I've been at, and I just did one in Bluffton fall of 2016 with the same exact equipment, and it's just amazing how much more you can get done, utilizing the right equipment for space and efficiency. So super excited for them, just ready to get the ball moving and get this thing started, because both the middle schools are in dire need also of upgrade and a little attention to their programs.
Do you have a timetable that you'd like to see on this and these facilities being upgraded in the middle schools and the high school?
Yes, sir. We've awarded the bid. We just before we can actually order the equipment, just need to feel confident that I've got the means in the bank, so I don't have to push the limit on running out athletics in the fall.
Did y'all bid this out?
We did. It was awarded. It was open. It was open at the board meeting, and the school board awarded the bid. And now it's time to order the equipment. And but I just can't pull the trigger on that until I feel comfortable that we got some reserve.
Right.
You don't want to spend every dime you got, and you get a rainy night on a Friday night, and if nobody shows up at the football game, now you lose another, or we cancel a game, or a storm comes in like last year. Losing a $20,000, $25,000 gate, that's a big chunk.
Yeah, that's Coach Crippen this morning, head football coach, athletic director for Wayne County High School, talking about trying to get these weight room facilities updated, modernized, so our athletes can have the best, to be the best out there on the fields, and no matter what field it may be. Baseball, court, basketball, because people think weights. They're just going to add bulk. Some people don't need bulk, but there's more than just the bulk in the muscles. There's the strength training, everything else that goes with baseball, basketball, golf, tennis, all of them, right?
Your best athletes are explosive athletes. I mean, just like Serena Williams with tennis. I mean, they have a hard time with her serve. She's very, very explosive.
That's amazing how fast those tennis balls go. I don't see how anybody hits them back.
Yep.
But, Lynn, so what's the Touchdown Club doing? I know y'all earmarked $25,000. Is that correct?
We have. We have fundraisers going on all year. But our biggest thing is membership, of course, and we're really wanting to push membership now, and not just in the high schools, but also the freshman team and the middle school teams. I mean, I think. Everything that we do, Coach and I have had this conversation, we're not doing it, for today. It's not, my kid graduates. Everything I'm doing today is not for him. It's for the generations that's coming behind him. And that's what it's all about. The Touchdown Club is about that as well. So we're looking, to make sure we reach out to everyone. And regardless if you have a child, maybe it's your neighbor's child, maybe it's your niece or your nephew that's playing some sports, get involved in the booster, in each individual booster club and see what we do, because every dime that we make, it goes directly back into the youth sports of football. I mean, that's what we're there for. We want to make sure that these guys have the best possible experience they can possibly have, whether they're playing Wednesday night, Thursday night, or Friday night under the lights.
Okay, Bob?
I just want to say, coaches in here, like I said, if it's somebody there wants to make a donation, how do they go about doing that? Do they get in touch with you? Or
I would ask them to contact Lynn Lewis at Touchdown Club and run it through the Touchdown Club. That's kind of the project they're going to head up for us, helping us find some funds to help make this thing happen a little quicker than normal. Otherwise, I'm on schedule. It's going to happen eventually. Just want to make sure, have a good fall, good winter. And one way we can have a good fall, Bob, is, is to join the Touchdown Club. One, membership drive. We need as many as we can. We have our meeting tonight, and I'd love to have the room full tonight. That's something special, and I know sometimes we get we get immune to realizing how special that is. But every Monday night coming to Civils to a Touchdown Club meeting, that's pretty. Last year was the first time I've experienced that type of atmosphere. It's very, very, very special, and I'd ask you to join the Touchdown Club. Become a member, and also our reserve seating. We still have a good amount of seats available. They're coming in every day to purchase their seats, but would love to sell out. We sell out the reserve seating, and I'd like to have at least 150 or more members in Touchdown Club. Those two things alone are going to help us get where we're accomplish what we're trying to do.
We got the scrimmages coming Friday night. Hilton Head's come to town, so Head's kickoff banquet this past Friday night, which is good event. So good crowd on hand for that. So
the banquet was great. It was really awesome to have Eric Carter come to town and induct him to the Wayne County Hall of Fame. And
were you familiar with Eric before it was scheduled for the banquet?
No, sir. Like I said, I've been here a year, and my learning curve.
He's still learning.
I've had a lot of people, so it was great to finally get to meet him in person. I'd heard about him, know his sister Dr. Pam Schooner real well, but it was good to meet him. What a humble guy and a special person. But this Friday, I'm excited because I got my old rival Hilton Head and coached by B.J. Payne coming to town. So should be some fireworks. Should be an exciting scrimmage.
Is that a 7 or 7:30? 7:30. So looking forward to that. And get off week, which is interesting. Everybody else is going to be playing, but we have an off week the first week of the season. Then go to Long County on the 24th to kick off our season.
Well, the way our season is designed, everybody has 2 off weeks. We have one later, the week before we play Ware, the week before the last game, and then ours is week 0. And you have to do that so everybody can schedule, so you don't have teams that can't find them. Gives you two extra weeks to make sure that you get a full, complete 10-game schedule. So we'd start ours first of the season, and then right before the final game.
Okay. Well, Lynn Lewis in this morning, president of the Wayne County Touchdown Club, and Coach Cribb, athletic director, head football coach, Wayne County High School, in this morning. If you'd like to be able to help out with the weight room facilities for the middle schools and for the high school, just get a hold of Lynn Lewis at Kitchen Tune-Up or any other way you can get a hold of them and see how you can help out. Come tonight to the Wayne County Touchdown Club meeting, first meeting of the year, 7 o'clock at Civils, right?
That's right, 7 o'clock at Civils. Something different this year. We are starting our meeting schedule tonight before the scrimmage game. So if you join the Touchdown Club, you actually get a bonus meal this year of 11 instead of 10. But there's 2 ways you can do it. You can join the Touchdown Club at $25 and then pay for your meals as you go. If you work shift work or something, then you cannot make every meeting. Then you can just kind of pay as you come. But if not, you can pay $125. That includes 11 meals, and you also get a hat or a visor. So please come out tonight. We'll have someone there taking up money. We're in the back room of Civil, 7 o'clock.
Okay, gentlemen, have a good day.
Appreciate you.
Good luck this year, Coach.
Thanks so much.
105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country, WIFO, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by Jesup Printing and Storage out here on the Waycross Highway. Murphy Builder Supply, located on Northeast Broad Street in downtown Jesup, and by Mike Birch Ford in Blackshear. All right, let's check in the latest news from Fox News Radio right here on 105.5 FM in Jesup.